The week before I started on a GLP-1, something happened that was honestly pretty shocking. I lost 10 pounds. Now, I didn't do anything extreme. I did not crash diet. I did not exercise for hours on end. I did not turn my life upside down overnight. The most shocking part of my story isn't that I eventually went on to lose 125 pounds on a GLP-1, but that the transformation started even before I took that first shot. It started with a mindset shift. Actually, 10 of them. And that's what I want to share in today's video. I want to walk you through the 10 mindset shifts I made in that one ordinary week. Because while none of them were extreme, altogether, they were the foundation that allowed me to lose the weight I needed to lose to start living my very best life. If you're new here, I'm Megan. I lost 125 pounds using compounded tirzepatide. I started in August 2023, weighing 243 pounds. I'm 5'4", so I was walking around in a super sized body. I lost 100 pounds in 10 months and went on to lose an additional 25 pounds over the next 5 months. And I've been maintaining my weight right around 118 pounds for almost a year and a half with a weekly maintenance shot. So let's get started with mindset shift number 1. I had to decide that I was worth it. Before I started on this weight loss transformation, I was at the lowest of the low points of my life. I was on vacation and I feel like that's when I hit rock bottom. My seatbelt barely fit on the airplane. I was maybe 2 inches from needing a seatbelt extender. I was unable to keep up with my kids. We were visiting Louisville, which is pretty darn humid in summer, and we went to the Cincinnati Zoo, and I remember just walking around thinking, I don't know if I can do this. And I was a young mom in my 30s, and I want to be able to keep up with my kids, and it was getting harder and harder to do so because my body was holding me back. I had spent a decade taking care of my kids and building the very best life for them that I could. But in the process, somewhere I lost myself. I lost the spark and the joy in my life that allowed me to feel like a whole person as well. Somewhere between being pregnant, having babies, nursing for almost a decade, baby wearing, making their food, and just doing all of the things it takes to raise children, I put myself last. I was at the bottom of the list every single time it came to taking care of priorities in my life. And before long, I was getting no self-care. I was not even doing basic things like brushing my teeth, which sounds really gross and disgusting, but that's how little I cared about myself. That I sure did make sure my kids brush their teeth every night, but for me, I didn't feel like I was worth it. So the very first thing that had to happen before I could start losing weight was I had to know in here that I am worth it. I'm worth the effort. I deserve, at a very minimum, the time and effort that I give to everybody else in my family, to my friends, my neighbors, even strangers. They were all getting the very best of me while I ended up last. And it was when I started putting myself first, when I started saying, no, I deserve that kind of care and attention too, that I was able to start spending time taking care of myself, where I was able to get away, to do the things I needed to do, to go to doctor appointments, to make the appointment that I needed to take care of my health, to go shopping for clothes that actually fit my body instead of stuffing myself into clothes that were 2 sizes too small. That I could wake up in the morning and brush my teeth and brush my hair and feel like I was a whole human, not just a mom of young kids. Mindset shift number 2 is I stopped using fast food as self-care. Now, I was a fast food addict. I ate out 5 to 7 times a week, sometimes multiple times a day. And most of that was fast food. And it's not because fast food is especially delicious. Honestly, it's pretty gross and it all tastes the same. But it was the one thing I had in my life where I felt like I could go through a drive-through and feel filled up. I could feel fulfilled. And once I started taking care of myself and started realizing I need to do other things for myself, and because I am worthy of real self-care, fast food was no longer an issue for me. So this is a week prior to starting on GLP-1. I just made the decision that I was not somebody who ate fast food. And I quit cold turkey. I quit going to drive throughs. I quit getting fast food for my kids and myself. I quit using being tired or that I needed a treat as an excuse to get fast food. And it really wasn't that hard once I made that decision, because I know that I deserve better than McDonald's nuggets. Mindset shift number 3 kind of goes along with that one, but in addition to giving up fast food, I just made it a priority to eat food at home. So during this week prior to starting on a GLP-1, I ate every single meal. Every bit of food that went into my mouth was prepared right here in my home. When you eat food from your own home, you have so much more control over what you're eating. Food at home is just inherently better for you. At restaurants, they're adding so much extra oil, they're adding in extra fats, they're adding butter and dressings, just things that you can't control. And this is not to say that you can't ever eat out if you want to lose weight. I have eaten out plenty of times while losing 125 pounds, and I continue to enjoy eating at restaurants in maintenance. But when I made this decision to eat at home, it was because I was taking full control over the food that was going into my body. I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was eating, and the only way to do that is by eating at home. And that is so important because of mindset shift number 4, which is that the food you're eating matters way more than exercise for weight loss. Now, exercise is important, and I'm going to touch on the things that I did in terms of exercise. But when you are looking to lose weight, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose, I had over 100 pounds to lose. I was living in an obese body. I knew that I needed to lose weight, and I wanted to do it as fast as possible. If you are trying to lose weight in the most efficient way, the most efficient way is to control what's going in your mouth. Yes, you can exercise and burn calories, but it is way harder to do. I will say that once you get toward the end of your weight loss journey, having exercise as a tool in your toolbox is helpful because it can help shift the needle on your weight loss. But when you are looking to lose a massive amount of weight, if you're starting from a place like I was with a lot of weight to lose, the food is the most important part. I would say I put 90% of my focus on what I was eating and what was going into my mouth to affect my weight loss, and found so much success doing it that way. Mindset shift number 5 is I stopped starting my day in avoidance. I started every day kind of dreading what was to come because I had no motivation. I had nothing to look forward to. Every day was just as bad as the day before. I would lay in bed for an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, just scrolling or thinking or watching a show or trying to go back to sleep. I had no momentum. I needed to get up and do something. And in this week prior to starting a GLP-1, my mindset shift was knowing that I had to get out of bed to start the day. So I started waking up and getting out of bed. And that leads me to mindset shift number 6, which is building a morning anchor. Every morning I woke up, I walked into my bathroom, I weighed myself naked. I put on my workout clothes, put on my shoes, and walked out to my kitchen ready to drink 30 ounces of water and walk out the door to take a morning walk. This system that I built for myself was my foolproof plan to get my day started on the right foot. I knew that if I did these things, I couldn't fail at the day. That if I did these things, I was setting myself up for the most success that I possibly could have on any given day. Remember that when I started, I was 243 pounds. Walking was not easy for me. This was not a habit that I had prior to starting on this weight loss transformation, but it was something that I told myself I wanted to do. So I got out and I started walking. It was August in Texas. It was hot. I would have to get up super early in the morning. We have a lot of humidity. It could be in the high 80s at 6 a.m. when I got up, but I went and did it. My feet hurt from the second I rolled out of bed every single day. So it's not like I was out with big goals like walking a half marathon or anything like that. I was starting small with a goal of walking around my block every morning. That is a half-mile walk, and that might seem like nothing, but it was everything to me when I got started. Mindset shift number 7 was strength training. I was exercising not as a form of punishment, which I had done plenty of times during my lifetime of dieting, but I wanted to start exercising exercising because I wanted to be a person who built myself up instead of tearing myself down. I had spent several of the previous years doing everything in my power to destroy my life. I was engaging in self-destructive habits that were tearing apart my life and that were ruining my body from the inside out. And it's not so much about the appearance of my body, but what I was doing to my body on the inside mattered to me so much more. I knew that I was tearing apart my body and cutting years off of my life. So starting strength training was a way that I could start building my life back together. I could start building muscle and building habits that were going to lift my spirits, lift my body, elevate my health, start moving my life in the right direction. I have no background in exercise. I had not been somebody who always went to the gym, and I just had to get started. I just started where I was. I started 3 days a week doing 20 minutes a day, nothing huge, and I just started following a program. I work out on a tonal home gym, so all I had to do was push play and do what they told me to do. You might have a way that you can do that, either go to the gym and take some classes, find some YouTube videos and do some exercise. All of us have different abilities and we're all at different stages of the game, but finding something that you can do and just doing it is such an outward sign of the inward shift that's happening inside your body. Mindset shift number 8 is that I started getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. Prior to this, I was a night owl. I felt like after my kids went to bed and after my husband went to bed, that was the only time that I had to myself. I felt like I deserved to be able to do something fun. That was my only me time. But the problem was I was tired. I was exhausted from a full day of momming and taking care of my kids. And so all I could do was lay on the couch and watch Netflix or scroll my phone. So that kind of vegging is not life-giving. It does not recharge you and refill you the way that doing a hobby does, or spending time with friends does, or having a nice night with my husband does. So I started prioritizing going to bed early so that I could maximize the connections that I got during the day to fill myself up, either with other people, with my husband, with friends, with my kids. I focused on building up those relationships and also finding things that I enjoy doing. And it's amazing what a good night's sleep can do for you, because it allowed me to get started on the right foot and do my morning routine and start doing everything that I wanted to do in a day, to get on the habit of going to bed early. If you've been somebody who's gone to bed at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for years and years, it can be really hard to start going to bed at 10 or 10:30. So my husband and I put into practice some habits. We started dimming the lights around our house a couple hours before bedtime so that we could try to get that natural melatonin in us. We started wearing blue blocker glasses if we wanted to watch a show before bed. I switched to reading physical copies of books instead of reading books on my phone. I put my phone in another room instead of keeping it in my room so that I wasn't tempted to scroll on it. So we put in place these habits just to encourage this bedtime. And once I had my bedtime routine in place, I was able to get that sleep that I needed, and every day was better. Mindset shift number 9 is that I started acting like the person I wanted to become. I know you've probably heard this before, but it is so true. Every day I would walk through the day and start thinking about the decisions that I was making in the day. And I knew that I wanted to be healthy. When I started, I had no idea that losing 125 pounds was possible. If I had to choose a goal and to tell you what my goal was the day that I started, I probably would have just told you that I wanted to be under 200 pounds, that I wanted to lose 50 pounds, and I would have been ecstatic at that. I would have felt so much healthier and I would have been able to move so much easier. So the person I wanted to become was not some skinny, fit person. I just wanted to be a person who took care of themselves, a person who cared enough about their body to make decisions that would lift them up and build them up instead of tear them down. I wanted to be a good role model for my kids. I wanted to be somebody who could inspire them to also live healthy lives. I wanted to be a person who was honest with myself. I had spent so many years as a food addict and somebody who lied to myself and others about food. And I wanted to be a person who was able to be honest about what I was doing in life and kept the promises that I made to myself. When I said I was going to do something, I wanted to do it. And having this mindset of envisioning myself as the person I wanted to become helped me make all the tiny decisions in a day that you have to make to become a healthy person, to lose 10 pounds in a week or 125 pounds. It's all of the tiny things, whether I go and drink my water. Do I focus on my protein when I go to eat my lunch? Do I have the extra dessert or choose not to have the dessert? There are just so many decisions that you're making. So knowing who I want to be and knowing the goal that I had in mind for myself, as in this life that I wanted to have, not some arbitrary goal like a number on the scale or a pant size. It was a goal of the life I wanted to have. The life I wanted to have was a mom who could do anything with my kids, a mom who could go horseback riding with my daughter, because that was one thing I missed out on because I was over the weight limit and I was unable to go horseback riding. I wanted to be a mom who could comfortably ride on the train seat with my kids instead of being all squished in when we ride the train at the zoo. I wanted to be a mom who could walk around Disney and enjoy Disney with my kids. And having all of these mental pictures in my mind made all of those tiny decisions so easy and so worth it. And here we are with our final mindset shift, and I think it's the most important one of all. I stopped quitting on myself. If you're anything like me and have spent any number of years in a bigger body, I am sure you have tried to lose weight before. You have tried this diet and that diet. You've tried all the things and they don't work. They might work for a time. I've had a lot of success with different diets. I've been able to lose weight, but I was never able to keep it off. And that's because I quit on myself. Once I had the mindset shift that I was worth it, I could do all these things and I wanted to become this fit, healthy person, I knew that I couldn't quit on myself anymore. And that means that there is no falling off the wagon. That means that one poor choice in my eating doesn't restart the clock. It means that one day when I miss a workout does not mean that I'm a bad person. It doesn't mean I have to start over. It doesn't mean that I'm going down the wrong path. This is life. There are ups and downs, there are twists and turns, and things are always going to happen. And I think when we expect obstacles on this path of losing weight, it turns it into just part of the journey. If we can just expect that every single day is not going to be perfect, but we know that the next meal, the next hour, the next day, the next week, we're going to keep on going. And we're just going to keep living this life and making these decisions the very best we can and doing every single thing that we can in a day to be our very best selves. I think that changes everything because this is no longer a diet. This is no longer a program. This is life. And I never want to stop living this life. And I want all of us to feel as good as I do. But with these 10 mindset shifts, in 6 days prior to starting on my GLP-1, I lost 10 pounds. And then by the time I started on a GLP-1, I was well on my way. The GLP-1 helped regulate my brain. It gave me the oomph I needed to continue on the path that I had already started. If you're at the beginning of your weight loss journey, I hope you have learned that you don't have to do anything extreme to lose weight. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just start with one small thing, one shift, one promise to yourself in the morning, because that's how my first 10 pounds disappeared. And that's exactly how I continued and lost 125 pounds to become the very best version of myself that's sitting here today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want more inspiration for your weight loss journey, I invite you to come and join me over on Substack, where I share more encouragement and some personal stories and behind the scenes of my life now that I'm living this life in maintenance.